my humble book. And also I'd like to thank Mr. Khalizaki for this huddle. And I'd like also, this is an opportunity for us to make it a tradition among us to discuss things that are not related necessarily to English language teaching, rather to talk about sociocultural, political matters that we think that we are up to these topics. I wonder how come that sometimes we organize public speaking for students to discuss things about the environment, about their life, about their culture, and we are teachers who are supposed to know this matter, to be specialized in this kind of matters, we are deprived of this right. So whenever we talk about any pedagogical meeting or any huddle or any meeting, we talk about technical issues and didactic matters of this and that, and how to teach this, how to teach speaking, how to teach reading. But sometimes we feel ourselves that we are like technicians. We are, we are no different. We make no difference as teachers. Don't make a difference between us and robots. So we teach this way. We are supposed to apply what is dictated from a top-down approach. So this book today, and I know a lot of teachers here, as Mr. Khali said, they are writing points, and I know them one by one. They are writing points, articles, periodicals, essays, and so many others, but these materials, these products are always kept in oblivion and prey to dust in their libraries. This is, once again, I thank Mr. Khalizakali for this chance to recognize our effort, and this is what we need, recognition. That's all what we need. We need recognition, people to know that there are some people who are doing a lot of effort, doing some effort to be recognized, and that's all. So let's start with my copybook. As you can see, it's about ideologies. And I have fighted for, this is actually a study or a research that I conducted in the university, and I fighted. I had a grieved dispute with teachers to work on this topic, and at last I was able to convince them to work on it. It's controversial, but it's critical, but it doesn't mean that I'm against English language. English language, that I'm working on this topic, but for the sake of sensitizing, for the sake of consciousness, that's all. So I will shift now to talk about the contents in the book. If you remember something about diaglossia, it's a little bit technical. Anything about diaglossia in sociolinguistics? Go back to 5 years, 6 years, 7 years, 20 years in university. So diaglossia, if you remember, diaglossia is a stable language situation. A stable language situation in which, in addition to some dialects and varieties that are in the certain country, there is a highly codified, divergent, superposed variety, like Arabic. Ferguson, the one who coined this word, worked on Arabic as a core example of his investigation before coining the word diaglossia. Morocco is a clear example here. We have a lot of varieties in Morocco, and Arabic somehow is a superposed variety. One of the descriptions that were given to Arabic language by Ferguson is the Arabic language is the most eloquent, plain, deep, and expressive of the meanings that might arise in one's mind. Therefore, the most honorable book was revealed in the most honorable language. But in spite of this sanctity, in spite of this holiness that Arabic language enjoys, it was very obliged to coexist somehow comfortably and uncomfortably with France, for the French language, Spanish language, English language, and German language. Some people play with words, they manipulate words very well and say that we are in Morocco enjoying some sort of linguistic diversity. But actually there are some others who say that we are having a linguistic pollution. If we ask, for example, Abdali Nader, ask how many languages you have in your school? Students, 4 languages. How many languages you teach in your school? 3. So Abdali Nader, they teach. One student, if you ask him, he says, or she says, I study French language, I study Spanish language, I study the English language and the Arabic language. So imagine, does students have a brain or something? I don't know. What this is a linguistic pollution. This is my description. Or if I want to be a little bit diplomatic, I would say a linguistic mess. So a linguistic coexistence. So do we really believe in this diversity? Is this a real diversity? So if we go to a quotation by Gallagher, he's a linguist, a pioneering one, can a foreign language representing an impersonal, secular, unbelieving way of life coexist with one fundamentally opposed to it in ethic, provided that the cross-linkage of the latter with its religious foundation remains as reasonably strong as it is today? Arabic language is a somehow spiritual language. Can this language coexist with another? So comfortably, uncomfortably, it is debatable. You know this guy?
Of course.
Only recently we have been, it was gladdening to see some voices, to hear some voices claiming that we have to reconsider our relations with France because of the claims of that ambassador in the United States and the insult to Morocco. And recognize also, and consider also the French language, because the French language is no more a language of a language of science, a language of marketing, a language of prosperity. The same voices claim that instead of French language, we have to